Hello.
There's been a lot of immigration rule changes regarding care workers and skilled workers. Can you explain what these changes mean?
Yeah, thank you for asking. I'll try and explain it in very simple terms and as quick as possible. So basically, from 22nd July 2025, it's not going to be any more overseas sponsorship of care workers. So that means one can no longer make an entry clearance application from outside the UK to come in as a care worker. However, those who are currently in the country on the care worker visas, so this would include those who are on 6145, 6146, now prior to March 11, 2024, and 6135, 6136 after March 11, 2024, including those who are displaced skilled workers. So people who've come in as a care worker and did not they were not provided work by their sponsor, or their sponsor had their license revoked, so thereby making them displaced without work. So this set of people would be able to extend their visas in country, and they will also be able to switch employers or sponsors and extend their visas under the care worker route up to the point where they will be eligible for ILR, which is 5 years. The qualifying period is still 5 years. That hasn't changed yet. So on the other hand, I think most people, people who are most worried are the ones on different visa categories. So they're like the dependent visa holders, graduate visa holders, and student visa holders. So they're a bit worried about whether they can switch to care worker visas after the set date, which is 22nd July 2025. So uh, the good news is that they can switch after that date, but there's a precondition which must be met before the application will be successful. So that condition is that they have to work for their potential sponsor for 3 months prior to being issued a COS. So the reason behind this is that in a bid to curb the exploitation and of an abuse of the care worker visa route, the Home Office have made it mandatory that before you can be issued with a COS, you should have worked for the sponsor for 3 months before you being issued the COS. So this is just to guarantee that there's been that employer-employee relationship prior to you being sponsored. So in fairness to the Home Office, I think this is a good condition because it's going to guarantee that one, you won't be issued the COS unless you've actually had work done with your employer, and secondly, you would also it also guarantees that you've been paid. At least you're being paid the right salary, to meet the salary requirements, and it will also guarantee that you actually merit the job and you have the right skill set to do the job. Just compared to someone who maybe was working in a warehouse and few days to their visa expiring, they just acquire a COS from anywhere, ahead of someone who actually merits the job. So yes, but I must say the 3 months requirement is not, it doesn't apply to people who are already in the country on a care worker visa. This applies only to people who are trying to transition from other visa categories onto the care worker visa. And this transition period is from 22nd July 2025 to 22nd July 2028. So that's a 3-year transition period for people to transition from other visa categories into the care worker visa route, and for people to also extend or switch sponsors